Hi everyone, Britton here. Today we're going to go over a few techniques for creating the look of ice and snow in your colorings, as well as a really easy method for creating individual fancy snowflakes. So let's get started. I've got my snowman picture here, and I've gone ahead and filled in with what I've referred to in the past as base colors. You might also know it as underpainting. Same idea. It's an important technique for helping you create depth in your pictures and also helping you remember what colors you want to use where and that sort of thing. So blue snow might look a little weird, but I promise it has a purpose here. So I'm starting with my airbrush tool and the color white on a medium-high opacity with a large brush size. And working from the center of my snowman out toward the edges, I'm going to brush in this white. And you'll notice I'm not going all the way to the edge. And the reason for that is I want to leave that blue there to create a little bit of shadow or shading. Give it a shape. The 3 S's, right? So just like that, do my other snowman in a second. And then we'll start on the snow here at the bottom. Same technique on the snow. Only difference is I'm going to leave even more of that blue showing through, and you'll see why. I'm going to go over the top now with the splatter tool. And the reason for this is to give this snow underfoot here a much more highly texturized, loose, freshly fallen look, unlike a smoothed over snowman. So I want this snow down here to look a little rougher, let's say. Okay, let's get started on the ice portion. I've decided to make my snowman's hat made out of ice. So I'm going to go back to my airbrush tool, back to the color white, and I'm going to swipe in some lines, just straight lines here. And the reason is I want this to look like it's catching light. Shiny, reflective. Gonna go along the outside with bright white. And I'm gonna go in with dark green and put in a little more shadow, make it look a little murkier, because ice, unlike glass, is not perfectly see-through. It's translucent. I'm going to put in a line so it looks like there's a top to my top hat. And there you go. Really easy method for creating the appearance of ice. I'm going to switch to my circle tool now. Small brush size. High opacity. And start dotting in some snow. And I'm sticking with my circle tool to make fancy snowflakes. Easy trick to remember, straight line down and an X across. And then put little details at the tips of each of those lines. Whatever sort of details you want to put in, get crazy with it if you want. And that's a basic snowflake shape. And I promise you will impress everyone with your mad snowflake skills by using techniques like this. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my bloom tool and create some fuzzier or less in focus snowflakes to kind of fill it in, give it a little bit of depth. Really important thing to remember when you're doing snow is to place some of those snowflakes over the top of your objects. So over the top of your scarf here, over the top of your hat, so that it looks like your, well, in this case, snowman, are in the middle of the snow rather than all the way in front of it. They're right there in it. There you go, snow and ice. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have ideas for future tutorials, please comment below. This is Britton for Pigment, and as always, thank you for watching.